I think this would be a really good time to just pause for a moment and just go through what are the 5 phases of our process, just to make sure it's super clear. So let's look at the notes. So phase 1 basically is the discovery, the strategy, the blueprint is really what we're talking about there. There's quite a bit of consulting that goes on during that phase, and we can get into the details of what's actually done throughout the discovery, but I'll just outline the 5 phases. So phase 1 is discovery. Phase 2 is actually the infrastructure build out. Phase 3 is the asset production, which means like videos and copy and other creative and so on and so forth. And then, let's see, phase 4 is the campaign execution and media testing, optimization. And then we have phase 5, which is acquisition phase. So either we're doing optimizations to the campaign, or we're planning for an exit, and that would be the optimization phase.
So let me just draw out real quick what you just went through.
Perfect.
Right, phase 1 is discovery, right, strategy, and blueprint. Okay?
Okay.
Then what you said is we have kind of 2 phases, and a lot of these can kind of go off in parallel to some degree.
Yeah.
Right, we have the infrastructure build out,
Okay.
which was phase 2, and then you had the asset creation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So some of this stuff can go on in parallel.
Yeah.
Right, we're not necessarily having to. Then, and only then, right, we're actually ready to start the campaigns here in phase 4, because obviously our infrastructure and our setup here, or at least really our starting asset production, right? We're obviously going to be continually building new assets as we move forward. And then what we're going to be doing here in phase 5 is continuing to optimize to get that ultimate result that we're talking about, whatever your business goal was, back over here. Now optimization actually may end up in some cases taking us all the way back over here. We may need to make some adjustments to the blueprint, maybe some adjustments to the build out and so on, but then this machine, right, starts going to the point that over time, our disco, as we talked about in our dance, our club, right, keeps getting larger and larger and larger all the way along the line.
That would be especially true if you start to add on, additional products and services and everything else as a, way of expanding during phase 5.
Yeah, and maybe that we should put here is optimize and scale, right? This is where
scale
is where the scale starts to really come in.
Yeah.
But then, we learn and we keep going with this, right?
Yes.
But when we start, and this is, I just wanted to, I'll say one thing on this, right? Where people get hung up sometimes is they want us to be starting right here.
Campaign phase.
Right. Or maybe a little bit of this and a little bit of that and get into here.
Right.
Right. And there's almost a resistance to kind of skip this page because it takes some time, and it takes some money, and it takes a little bit of effort, honestly.
Yeah.
To do that.
What can you build without a blueprint? Can you build a house without a blueprint?
No, never. You're never going to build a successful business without a blueprint.
No.
Why do investors want business plans, right? What they're really asking for is what is your blueprint for your business?
Right.
Right. So this is really, really, really critical and is the secret, frankly, to the success down the line, and the secret to actually reducing risk and saving a lot of money and a lot of headaches and a lot of frustration down the line. So we realize
the other key part of that first phase is that there has to be some sort of a partnership. It's not just a matter of hiring an agency like FlowMotion to come in and find our app, the avatar for the client. We can do that externally of the client to some degree.
Sure.
But there's also a lot of have to get in under the hood.
Yeah.
And that's what you specialize in.
Great point, because again, a traditional digital agency will tend to jump right over to those campaigns. Because that's how they're going to make money. They want to build up the ad dollars, and they're going to, that's the traditional thing, is how fast we can get there, right? And that's why a lot of ad agencies or digital agencies, there's kind of a churn and burn model, right? Because they don't work, and then they go find the next guy down the road. We are going, when we do this blueprint, we are acting to a degree as a partner in your business. We're going to have to really understand what your goals are. We're going to have to understand what you want to accomplish, right? We're probably going to ask some questions that may not be comfortable. But I guarantee you that the result that's going to come out of that is going to be far superior than just jumping into a campaign like a more traditional digital agency. That's what I think is FlowMotion as a digital agency, or it's really not the right word, right? It doesn't represent properly what it is that we're going to do. See, so what we want, our ideal client, is somebody who understands that they're trying to create something, create a business or a line of business or a business unit or whatever the case may be, right? They know what they want to accomplish. They want to grow and have a scalable business, and they appreciate, what can be done to actually make that happen.